Hey guys, my name's Tomatoanus and I speedrun Fallout 4. I began learning the game in 2017 on January 19th and completed my first actual run of the game on January 22nd, 2017. I'm not sure if you know this, but if you're familiar with LiveSplit, which is the timing software that speedrunners use, you can actually open up your split files in Notepad and see every individual attempt you've ever done of the game. The file lists the time that you started the run, the time that you ended the run, what attempt number it was, and if you actually completed the run, what your final time was. I thought it would be interesting on this 2-year anniversary of my first completed speedrun to go back and review and critique my first ever completed run of the game. Opening up my LiveSplit file, we can see that my first completed attempt was on my third overall attempt at a run, and the final time was 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 42 seconds. Now, I desperately wish I had the video of this run somewhere, but I was an idiot and I didn't archive my first ever speedrun, which is something you should do if you're ever going to get into speedrunning because it could be fun to look back on, but I still kick myself for this mistake, so we're going to go and look at my first recorded speedrun that's on speedrun.com. Let me just go to my speedrun.com profile, scroll to the bottom of my obsolete runs, and my 5849. And Twitch lost the archival footage of this video. Great. Alright, so we're going to have to go with the next earliest run that's still archived by Twitch, which is my 5256 that I got on January 26, 2017 on my 47th total attempt. It's not as slow of a run as I was hoping to go back and critique since it was only 3.5 minutes off of the world record at the time, but it'll have to do. Let's get this started in. Jesus fucking Christ, this layout is atrocious. How did I ever think this was okay? The speedrun hasn't even officially started yet, and we already have a mistake with me not selecting the Asian and the ginger for my character presets. I mean, those are classics. You gotta always run with those. They're the fastest. I mean, watch how slow me doing my special stats are compared to how fast I do them now. If I'm cringing at something that minor, this is going to be really fucking hard to watch. I'm going to need some assistance in getting through this. That should be good. This split only ends up being a 346, which is 5 seconds off my goal today, and about 3 seconds off what I typically get for this split. And even then, this split is so slow watching it back. Alright, first cone clip. I know this is going to be atrocious. Let's just see. That actually wasn't too bad. I'm impressed with myself. And I immediately take back me saying I was impressed with myself. This is just sad. The second cone clip, not terrible. Could have been worse. But overall, this split ended up being a 919, which you want to aim for like sub 905 for a good run. Like sub 9 for a great run. 919, just not cutting it. Alright, Museum of Freedom. Time to show off to the world my elite shoot and loot skills and how all my hours in CSGO are finally about to pay off. Yeah, I'm not even gonna make a comment on that. No! I'm gonna throw up! Why did I use my mouse to press OK? The amount of slowness and hesitation picking up these pipe pistols is just incredible. For some reason I exited and entered the building twice here. I don't know why. I can't think of any reason other than I probably had a stroke. Killing the Deathclaw pretty much went smoothly, and overall, this split, it could have been worse, but it was still really bad. There's no major mistakes here, it's just me being bad. Oh man, I forgot that we used to run this route to Good Neighbor. Nowadays we run around the north end of the Mass Fusion building and then jump on top of like a truck and then into an alleyway to enter Good Neighbor, but back in the day we used to do a cone climb into Good Neighbor. Yeah, after watching this, thank God we don't do that anymore, because this is painful. Did I just skip a buff out? I was a fucking idiot! Oh God, this is hard to watch. Dude, there's like nothing more I could say about how bad I was at clipping through walls. I'm not even going to make comments on them anymore. I'll just play them in silence and just sit here and wish I was dead. Okay, the Kellogg cover slide. This is like almost entirely out of the player's control, but not really. You can kind of do a little bit to remediate any like really bad cover slides. So let's see how... Oh my fucking God. That's atrocious. What the fuck? Why did I keep running with that? Oh my God. Why? That's one of the worst slides I've ever seen done in a run that was completed. Probably the worst. What the fuck, dude? That wasn't too good. Overall, this had to have been probably one of the, if not the worst Kellogg splits I've ever completed. You could blindfold me, and I could probably get a comparable time to this split. That's how bad this one was. Alright, Park Street Station in Vault 114, the whole rescuing Nick Valentine segment. One of the, if not the most difficult split at the time of this run. It was very frustrating. Very glad it's not in the run anymore, so before even watching it, I know this is going to be just terrible. Jesus Christ. Are you fucking serious? I think my favorite part about this is you can see me stop and think about how to walk at some points. Yeah, that split was atrocious. That's like a minute and a half slower than a decent time for that split, so definitely room for improvement there. Alright, Green Tech Genetics, it's a pretty straightforward split, but it's pretty chaotic at times. I think I managed decently. I mean, I did have this boof on this box climb, but other than that, not terrible. Not terrible. Could be worse. Ah, the tomatoanus classic of taking forever to kill a turret to farm a scanner, and then trying to scroll to the scanner instead of just picking up everything in the inventory. Because you're not looking perfectly at the turret, you go into third person. The classic. Building the teleporter. This is actually my favorite part of the Fallout 4 speedrun to this day. Like, this is the part of the run that I have the most fun doing. It's very short, but I don't know, something about building it and putting it all together is super satisfying. Let's see how slow I used to be with it, though. I could have gotten up and taken a shit and gotten back and I'd still be building it. Oh man, I forgot about the jet jump. This is going to be a couple tries at least. I won't hold my breath on this one. Are you fucking serious? I'm such an idiot. I actually got the up warp where like you can access the door, but if you fail and you hit a certain part of the void, you get warped next to the door and you can open it. But I was a fucking idiot and quick loaded when after I landed when I could have just accessed the door, so I had to do it again. I would have had it first try. Look at me just standing here to activate a cover slide. What am I doing? Why aren't I running? It's so bad. A true student of the game's mechanics, reading up on what bartering is mid-run. God-awful institute split, god-awful run. To think that it was 3 minutes off of record at the time? Ooh. How is that possible? Don't know. It should be way worse than that. Honestly, don't know what I was expecting from doing this. The results are exactly what I thought. If you look at someone who just learned a speed game in one of their first runs, they're gonna be bad. But I guess it is kind of fun to go back and look at in retrospect, see how far we've come. Thank God that I actually don't have that 1 hour and 2 minute run, like my first ever speed run, because that would have been real rough to sit through, and I'm not sure I would have been able to stomach it, but who knows, maybe at a future date we'll go back and like watch my first record or something like that and just pick apart that as well and just cringe at everything terrible that I do, because my first record was incredibly unoptimized as well. But I've been tomatoanus. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have an above average day.